Hello everyone, my name is Patricia and welcome to my channel. Today is Tester Tuesday, where we look at 2 scents that the viewers vote on each week. And I draw from this big box that you can't really see. I draw from this big box at the end of the video, so stay tuned. You can pick 2 of your favorite scents from the 6 that I draw. Anyway, we always talk about the 2 scents. I'm gonna work quick because I'm losing light. So, this week, the 2 top votes went to Bonfire Beach, which was in first place, and that is a light minty green colored wax, and it had 26% of the vote. And in second place was My Only Sunshine, which is a beautiful yellow wax, and it had 19% of the vote. Now I do kind of have a My Only Sunshine bar, but I gave it to my mom many months ago. So let's get right into it. Bonfire Beach. Bonfire Beach is currently available, and it is a scent I've never warmed, I'm embarrassed to say. I had 5 party testers and 3 mini testers, which is quite a bit. So the parties are this big, and the minis are this big. Excuse me. So basically what I do when I always say, how much wax do I have and how strong does it smell? And then from there I decide where I'm going to put it. So I smelled this one and I wasn't sure where to put it because I had a lot of wax. So sometimes when I have a lot of wax, I want to put it in my open concept area. But I wasn't sure if it was strong enough. So I messaged my friend Adrienne and I asked her opinion, and she said, load her up. And I'm like, well, I did that one other time and it didn't work out. I kind of forgot I had a bar. But anyway, so what I did was I put some of it here in my bedroom. I put some of it in my bonus room. And I put some of it in my son's room downstairs. So I kind of split it up into 3 areas. Now my bonus room is a notoriously hard area to get wax to throw. So I thought that's going to be a great test for it. And what I always do is whatever amount of wax I typically put in that room, that's, you know, I try to put the equivalent amount of wax from the testers, just to give it a fair assessment. So let me read you the scent description of Bonfire Beach. It is toasted marshmallow, smoldering over white flint and sandalwood, harmonized with salty sea air and ocean spray. So I would say strength on cold when I first sniffed it was probably like a light to medium. I don't find it very strong just out of the clamshell. What I get is a soft marshmallowy with a tiny bit of smoke to it and a little bit of the woodsy notes and a tiny bit of perfume kind of characteristic, like ever so slight. When I say perfume, that sandalwood kind of steps in there, and that's what I'm picking up to give it that. I do not smell salty sea air, and I do not smell much ocean spray. And in a way that's good because I'm not huge into salty sea air scents. So on cold, I would say fragrance appeal is maybe like 6 out of 10. So I put it in the warmers. I started my bonus room on Wednesday. I've had that going over 5 days, off and on, more than 40 hours. I finally removed it today. However, it still had scent. The scent today was more of a smokiness scent, not smoky like wax burning smoke, or, you know, but smoky as in some of the other notes I think had left, and I was left with the, you know, smoldering white flint perhaps. But what I decided to do was stop, and I will probably mix that with something else just in one of my overnight warmers. So I would say on warm, fragrance appeal went way up for me, probably like 8 out of 10. I really, really like this scent. Now, some people say it's a dupe for Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. I have not yet burned Marshmallow Fireside, but I will, and then I'll kind of make an assessment if I think they're similar or not. But when warming, the strength and throw on this was probably about a 7 out of 10. And I'm kind of putting that with an asterisk because when I first started warming, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be very strong. But what I find is it builds in the room. It definitely builds and builds. And in my bonus room, it really did great. And so again, my bonus room is a crappy area. It's like a dud zone, but it did great. And so I was very pleased. Sometimes when it was first warming, I thought it was going to be a little bit too light, but I think this type of scent would be a bit overpowering if it was really, really intense. So I think 7 out of 10 is kind of perfect for it. Sorry, there's some yelling going on in the background. One thing I think is, I really, really like marshmallow mint. One moment. Sorry, I'm back. So as I was saying, I really, really like marshmallow mint, so I think it would mix great with marshmallow mint. And ironically, today I was warming apple s'mores downstairs, and I had that slightly smoky scent with that. But you know, there's lots of different things that have a little bit of smoke. But say you wanted to take away from some of the smokiness, which to me isn't very noticeable until it starts warming quite a bit. Like marshmallow mint mixed with this, it would just add a little mintiness to it. But you know, there's things that you could mix this with, you know, to kind of change it up a bit. But I think it's great on its own. So in general, I get the marshmallow, and I get the smoldering white flint, and I get, you know, just that hint of the bonfire like wafting through the air. I don't get a lot of the beach part. I don't get a lot of the like salty sea air or ocean spray. But maybe if you smell it, you might pick up more of that. But I also definitely get that sandalwood. Now here in my bedroom, it is still going. We're over 30 hours, and down in my son's room, it's over, I think, 31 or 32 hours. I'll probably keep it in for a while and then just change it out tomorrow. So with this one, I am not sure how it would do in a huge area. So I think medium room, it works great. So if you have a big open concept space, give it a try, but I'm not sure if it, you know, be very strong, but only you will know. Would I repurchase this? Yes. I mean, I have a bar, but yes, I would repurchase. And just to note, it is in the Darling and Dashing category, and I believe before the catalog changed, it was in the man portion of the catalog. What did they call that? Scentsy Man, I think. Okay, second scent, My Only Sunshine. So in that one I had not as much wax. I had 2 party and 3 minis, I believe. So I look at that amount of wax again, I smell the wax and I look, and what I decided to do was divvy it up. I put some in my mudroom, laundry room area, which is kind of my side entrance to my home, and I put the equivalent of 2 cubes in my daughter's warmer, which is a Beacon warmer, 25 watt. One of the hotter ones, if you've seen the How Hot Do My Warmers Get video. Okay, so My Only Sunshine is a retired scent. It used to be in the romance category, which is kind of the female part of that Darling and Dashing, and it was last available spring and summer of 2017, and I will read you the scent description. For My Only Sunshine, it is start your day with a smile as you experience golden tuberose and jasmine balanced by sandalwood, vanilla, and glowing amber. So fragrance, I would say strength on cold was probably like a medium. And what did I get? Like when I first started getting into Scentsy, I messaged who is now my sponsor, and I asked her if she had any testers. I just wanted to smell everything. So she gave me a boatload of testers to smell, and I wrote down every tester name and what I thought of it. And I think I gave this 7 or 8 out of 10. And when I looked through all my list of the, you know, however many I smelled, I didn't give, I think 8 was the highest I gave any scent. So I definitely liked this one, and I remembered this one. I also remembered You're My Buttercup as well. But yeah, I would say fragrance appeal on cold is maybe 7 or 8 out of 10. On warm, I would still say maybe 7 or 8 out of 10. So what I did was I looked up a few of those scent notes. So tuberose is used a lot in perfumes. Jasmine's kind of like a floral. Sandalwood, perfumes. Vanilla, amber, all perfumes. So how would I describe this? And because I really struggled with this one, how to describe it to people. So, you know, say if you have Johnny Appleseed and then scent notes are apples, pears, and whatever. Yeah, you can kind of tell what things are going to smell like. Something like this is kind of a conceptual scent. So it's not like you're really going to know what sunshine smells like, are you? So it's kind of like everything mixed together. So instead of having a meal with all your separate components, it's like a casserole or a soup. Something that's mixed and melded to create its own scent. So I'm just going to, I was trying to struggle with what to tell you, and then I realized I already wrote it down. So I basically described this as a fresh, bright, soothing, gentle, light background, perfumey style scent. So basically everything. But, I mean, I think, like, it's funny because this scent I really like, but the downside for me in my home, it's hard for me to get a good strength and throw out of this. So I would say strength and throw was between 5 and 5.5 out of 10. When I could smell it, sometimes I would get strong whiffs of it, but few and far between, or I'd have to get fairly close to the warmer. Now, I did mention I had a bar and I gave it to my mom. So what I think this scent is great, and it was in the catalog for a while. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I'm sure it was in there for a while. So if you have had a great experience with My Only Sunshine, or, you know, totally different from me, I want you to comment below. But I think it's best suited for, I said, Scentsy rookies. So basically, someone new to Scentsy, this would be a great scent. And I'm not saying that people that are new to Scentsy need light scents, but this is not going to, like, send you, you know, out of the room coughing, I need a break. It's not, I don't think it's going to give you a headache or anything like that. It's a nice background scent. I think if company's coming over, this would be a great choice because, again, it's a light background scent. You're like, what's that? Your house just smells great. The other thing is I call it a fake out scent because it just gives your house a really nice smell, and it almost like clean and fresh, but not cleaner, like cleaner lemon fresh, not like that, but just, you know, very pleasing, pleasant. I want to stay in this room kind of scent. So probably not great for an open concept space, probably small to medium room. You'll get a better strength and throw. But I had it going in my mudroom laundry room for about 29 hours and my daughter's room for about 30 hours. But again, I just couldn't smell it the greatest. And I asked my daughter, who has a pretty keen sense of smell, I said, smell this and tell me if it has much scent left to it. And she said no. So we took it out. But yes, I gave it to my mom because she likes more gentle scents, I guess you would describe it. And what I did was I said to my mom, give me feedback on your scents. And so far she's only given me one scent feedback. So I don't really think she's warming anything, but anyway. So just to summarize this week, Bonfire Beach, currently available. I really, really liked it. It's very popular. I think it does well for a reason. It's available all year round, so hopefully it'll stay that way. I love that one. My Only Sunshine, I had a mixed result because I really love the scent. I think it's great, but I do have a hard time either with my nose picking it up or maybe my house it doesn't like. I didn't get a great strength and throw. So like I said, please comment below with My Only Sunshine if you've had a different experience. But we're going to draw our scents for this week. Okay, let's get cracking. I'm going to draw 6 scents. You guys are going to vote for 2 different scents each, please, by Wednesday morning. I will check back. Whatever the 2 scents that get the highest votes, I will review for you for the following week, and we do the same thing. If you do not have a YouTube account and you cannot vote here in the comment section, please find me on Instagram. I will put my contact information below, right here, and you can find me there, find my post, and vote that way. I guess if you don't have Instagram, you could always send me an email. I'll have that in the description box below as well. So anyway, let's get drawing. Set number 1 is in a mystery bag. So this means there's quite a bit in here. Usually these kind of bags. The first scent we have is Clove and Cinnamon. Scent number 2. We have Rockin Ruby Razz, which will be coming back in January, so I'm just saying. Scent number 3. Uh-oh, this is a big one. I usually, oh my gosh. If you vote for this one, I probably won't get anything else warned this week. This one is Perfectly Pomegranate, and there's a lot in here currently available. Okay, this one is a little one. It is Let's Get Punchy. Number 5. I'm trying not to look. Okay, number 5. I can't even see because it's getting dark here. Lemon Thyme Berry. And last but not least, let's go near the top. Let's pick this one. What's this one? It's blue. It is Give Me Passionflower. So we have, let's review. Clove and Cinnamon, Rockin Ruby Razz, Perfectly Pomegranate, Let's Get Punchy, Lemon Thyme Berry, and Give Me Passionflower. 2 votes each. I'll check back. And I hope you have a great Tuesday. As always, I will see you in the next video.